Come on, you know you want this slice of cake. Hi guys, Happy Conscious Gal here. This is a question that I get asked all the time. You know when you're on P2 and someone invites you out to a cafe or a dinner at their house or a restaurant and they're just like, oh come on, just have this slice of cake. You know when they try and talk you into eating food that you're not allowed to eat on the protocol. It's really difficult to deal with because you're trying to stay strict, but you want to please the person. They're putting pressure on you. There's a lot of social peer group pressure in those situations. And people struggle with this all the time on their rounds. And I came up with some solutions for it because, as you guys know, I did a 63-day round in my first round. And I didn't stop my social life. I went out to dinners, I went out to cafes, I went out to restaurants, I went out to birthday parties, I went around to friends' houses for dinner. So how did I do it? Yes, they were always trying to get me to eat their lasagna and the desserts that they'd made, especially for me. And I just stuck to my guns because the thing is, this is my life. This is my choice to liberate this fat, to get slim. It's got nothing to do with them. And if I allow them to trick me or talk me into cheating or eating that piece of cake, which is going to blow out my round, then really I'm putting them before me and I'm giving up on my own dreams. So I came up with some strategies to help me in that situation. Really simple one. Just tell a white lie. You know, you don't even have to say you're doing HCG. You could just say, I've already eaten, I'm so sorry. I had to eat with my kids earlier. I had to eat with my boyfriend earlier. You know, no one's even going to question that. You could say, oh, I'm doing a detox at the moment. If you're in a restaurant, you could say, actually, I'm saving money right now, so I'm not eating out this week. No one's even going to question those things. And actually, the excuses that work the best are medical ones. You could say something like, I need to fast today because I'm getting a medical test tomorrow. Oh, I don't eat sweets because of diabetes. It doesn't mean you have diabetes, but you don't eat them because you might one day have diabetes. And that's kind of truthful. You could even just say, actually, I'm avoiding rich foods today because my tummy's a bit upset. Sure, it's not strictly the truth, but no one's going to die as a result of you telling this white lie, and it's going to keep you on track in your protocol and keep you losing the weight that you're choosing to lose. Because the thing is, most people are just asking you to eat that piece of cake out of politeness. You know, they're just trying to be nice, they're just trying to be sociable, they're just trying to think of something to say. And those people won't even blink, you know, if you say, oh, I can't eat because I've already eaten. And in fact, one thing I learned in my 61-day round was people forget about stuff after about 4 minutes. So the first few minutes I'm sitting there sipping my herbal tea and everyone else is eating their lunch and I'm sipping my herbal tea and people are looking at me weird, like, why is she sipping herbal tea? Everyone else is eating. About 4 minutes later, they've forgotten it. They've forgotten I'm even drinking tea. We're just having a fantastic time. We're talking. No one even notices that I'm not eating because people's minds move on. But the challenging people are the people who are not being polite. There are some people who actually are invested in you staying fat. They want you to stay fat. They may not consciously know that, it's probably unconscious, but for some reason they find it threatening that you are getting skinny. Maybe they are themselves overweight and you losing this weight is really putting it in their face that they maybe need to lose some weight and they don't want to look at that now. So what do? They say, have this piece of cake, it's really yummy, you should have it. Why are you dieting? You look fantastic, you don't need to diet, you look great. That's all their stuff. It's got nothing to do with you. So be strong. Know that it's you who counts. This diet is important to you, and the only person you have to answer to about this piece of cake is you. How are you going to feel the next day when you get on the scales and you've blown out your whole round, you've put on 2 or 3 pounds because you ate that piece of cake to please some other person who actually didn't even care that much anyway and probably wouldn't have even noticed 4 minutes later that you weren't eating it. The only person who matters in this situation is you. What do you want? So I hope you found that helpful. This is one of the questions that I get asked all the time in emails from people. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm kind of like Dear Abby for the HCG community. I have people writing to me emails, questions all the time, asking for advice. And you know, the reason I started writing my series of books, HCG Holistic Series, is because I was getting so many emails. I was writing so much advice to people that I realized this is crazy. I should just put it all in one place in a book so people can get it. And I don't have to keep writing the same answers over and over. The thing is, book number 4, which I didn't write, was the one which was going to answer all of these practical questions. What to do when you're eating out socially, what to do when you're at Christmas, when you're at a family function, what to do if your boyfriend is eating junk food in front of you, what to do if you're at a movie and someone's sitting there eating a bag of chips or popcorn and you can't eat it, what to do if you actually do give in to the urge to cheat, how do you deal with that the following day, what do you do if you're hitting a stall in your round, what do you do if you gain some weight, how do you lose it again, how do you deal with it? All that stuff was going to be in book 4, which was a book that I was planning to write, but actually I haven't written it. And I haven't written it because I kind of spent a whole year writing books 1, 2, and 3, and at the end of those I was like, I'm done writing books. I've got to move on with the rest of my life. I don't want to keep thinking about weight loss all the time because I'm now a slim person and I've got other projects I want to do, so I'm moving on. But I kept receiving these emails all the time asking me the same questions, all the stuff I was going to write about in book 4. So I was kind of wrestling with this dilemma for ages. And about 3 weeks ago I made a decision, and this is what I decided. I actually took all the notes I'd made for the main questions that people had, and I've actually added an extra 150 pages of writing to book 3. Book 3 has gone from being a little book to a big book, and all the answers to everything that you want to know is in that 3rd book. So I feel really good about this because it means I don't have to go on and write books 4, 5, 6, and 7. I can finish now with these first 3 books. I feel really satisfied that book 3 is really value for money. There is so much stuff in it. Not only all the stuff that was already in it, 100 pages of stuff about how to prepare your body, how to prepare your kitchen, how to get social support during your protocol, but now there's all this stuff about success strategies, how to absolutely blitz P2, things to do every day to keep you on track. I put all this stuff in about strategies to get through difficult situations where you're tempted to cheat, what to do if you cheat, what to do with gains, what to do with stalls. I've put in a whole section on how to transition out of HCG when you've finished, how to get rid of the dieting mentality and move into the rest of your life, and how to keep the weight off. There's a lot of questions about that I was getting. So anyway, I'm really excited about it. It's taken me a few weeks, but I did it, and now I am officially finished. Yay! And because book 3 has gone from being a little book to a big book, I decided to change the name of the book. So now it's gone from being a really boring name, which was Body Basics, Practical Tips to Prepare Your Body and Your Life for HCG Success. Boring! I've changed the name now to Rock the Protocol! Success Strategies for Super Weight Loss on the HCG Diet. And I'm so much happy with this name. It so much better suits the content, so much more inspiring. It so much suits how I feel about HCG, and I absolutely love the girl whose picture I put on the cover, and I like her much better than the other girl, so I'm very happy. So anyway, go check it out. It's on Amazon as of today. It's filled with stuff that's going to help you. I'm so excited. I'm now officially finished. Woohoo! I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my life.